Today's video from Sam4S Help, we're going to demonstrate how to perform a RAM clear and memory allocation on the ER-900 series of registers. So in this video I'm using the 940, the process will be the same on the 920 and very similar on the 925 and 945, obviously they've got slightly different keyboards. Disclaimer up front, you should only be performing a RAM clear and memory allocation if you've been specifically advised to by your cash register dealer. If you perform the RAM clear and memory allocation, you will lose all programming and sales data. You'll be resetting the till back to factory out the box default, so we'll need a full reprogram. So please don't carry out this procedure unless you've been specifically told to by your cash register dealer. Okay, so why might you be performing a RAM clear and memory allocation? There's a couple of reasons. You may need to be starting again, so your till's developed a problem, or you want to load a new program onto it and you need to reset the machine in order to do that. The reason why I'm doing it on this machine is I've got two tills to program and they're identical programming. So I'll program the first one, I've saved the data onto an SD card, the programming data, and I now want to send the data down to this second till. I can only do it by performing the RAM clear and then memory allocation. Now, when I perform the memory allocation on this till, it's not for you to follow, it's just to show you how the process works. Don't follow exactly what I do because I'm loading a very specific memory allocation, which I wouldn't normally do, it's only for this particular customer. Now when we do the memory allocation, you can either just load the default memory or you can choose your own specific one. So again, there's variants of how to do it that I won't cover in this video. What I would recommend is you downloading the manual as well and having a read of it there, or your dealer may have sent you a copy as well. Okay, so I'm going to perform the memory allocation now. So the first thing you'll need is the service key, which is a metal key marked C, which you will have received in the original bunch of keys when you received the register. Pop that into the key lock. The machine needs to be off, and then what you do is when the machine's powered off at the side, you power it off at the side here, turn the key round to the service mode, then press and hold down. Now it's the third button up on the right hand side, so as default I think it's marked as check and it will be referred to as check in the Sam4S literature. You press and hold that down with the key in service mode and then turn the machine on at the side. The machine will now say RAM all clear, and then you press the top left, top right and bottom right keys on the keyboard. So top left, top right, bottom right. The machine will now perform the RAM all clear. And you'll get the option to either load the default memory. So if you want to check what's on the default memory, please consult the manual. What I'm going to do is load a specific memory allocation for the programming I'm about to carry out. So if you're loading the default setting, you just press the cash button. I'm not, so I press the quantity X time key, and then I can now go through my specific settings. So option 1 is PLU. I'm setting that to 220. So you type in the amount and then hit the cash button. Clerks I need to set to 6. Groups 10. Checks 25. Check lines 100. Price level or check type is 0. Price levels 1. Mix and match 0. EJ lines is whatever you can get. Press cash to finish. Okay, so these machines are really the ER-900 series are dealer only machines, so they're designed to be sold by cash register dealers so they can play around with the memory allocation, and they're really versatile. So this machine I've loaded heavily on tracking files, so my customer wants to do table management, so I've tried to fill up the check lines as much as possible and pull down the number of PLUs and service levels. Okay, once the memory allocation's cleared, no, you don't need to press cash. You simply turn the key back to the reg mode. What I'd recommend is removing the C key, and then because then the C mode is really for engineers, dealers only, for doing extensive reprogramming of the machine. So the last thing you want is for someone to do something in the service mode that then causes you a problem. What you can do is basically, you can now take off, you can see you get a printout of the memory allocation, so you can now, either, if you know what you're doing, you can now reprogram the machine using the SD card, which is what I'm going to do, and I'll post another video demonstrating that. Or more likely in your scenario, you'll be feeding this information back to your dealer to say, I'll perform a memory allocation and it's set to this. Okay, thanks for checking out this video. We've got plenty of other videos covering the basics of programming and operation of the Sam4S tills. Some of those will be appearing on screen now, so you're welcome to check those out. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sam4shelp.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.